With the transfer window edging closer, Liverpool's planning behind the scenes is beginning to come into sharper focus. Attention is starting to turn towards defensive recruitment, while developments elsewhere in the market could yet influence how the club approach January. A fresh update has now emerged that sheds light on a potential defender deal, alongside an interesting twist involving Semenyo, adding another layer to Liverpool's early window picture. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Mohamed Salah was left out of Egypt's starting lineup for their final group game at the Africa Cup of Nations, with his goals having secured a place in the knockout stages. Liverpool are without their number 11 for the duration of Egypt's AFCON campaign, which has been extended after they became the first team to secure a place in the round of 16. Salah started and played just under 180 minutes in the opening two games, scoring the decisive goals to lead his side to two successive wins over Zimbabwe and South Africa. It ensured the final group match against Angola was somewhat of a free hit, with top place in Group B all but confirmed unless they went on to lose. With the knockouts to come on the other side of the new year, Hossam Hassan seized the opportunity to name Salah on his 15-man bench as he made 11 changes for the match. It affords the 33-year-old a valuable break, not that he will see it that way, having had to play a similar role at Liverpool prior to joining his nation for the tournament. Now, as the final week of 2025 begins, Liverpool find themselves once again entering a January window with key contract and transfer questions unresolved. And this time, the spotlight is firmly on the defense. At the center of it all is Ibrahima Konate, whose contract situation has re-emerged as a growing concern just days before the new year. Much like last season, Liverpool are heading into January with senior players approaching the final stages of their deals, and with no public clarity yet offered on how the club intends to proceed. According to the Mail's Lewis Steele, Liverpool have already tabled contract offers to Konate, but talks between the club and the players' representatives have yet to reach a breakthrough. Steele reports that discussions are ongoing, but that there has been no breakthrough just yet, a phrase that will inevitably raise eyebrows given the timing. From Thursday, January 1st, Konate is legally permitted to begin talks with overseas clubs regarding a potential free transfer in the summer. The same applies to Mark Guehi, placing Liverpool in a familiar and uncomfortable position. Risk losing a key defensive asset for nothing, or move decisively before outside interest becomes more concrete. While Konate's performances this season have not always hit the elite level expected of him, the idea of losing a 25-year-old international centre-back on a free transfer would be far from ideal. Beyond his ability, Liverpool's defensive depth and long-term planning would take a clear hit, particularly at a time when the club are supposedly looking to stabilise rather than rebuild. It is shaping up to be another contract saga unless Liverpool choose to break from last season's pattern and make their intentions clear early, regardless of whether that outcome is positive or negative. Transparency either way would remove uncertainty and allow planning to move forward. Alongside the defensive uncertainty, there is also a developing twist in Liverpool's reported January transfer thinking, this time involving Semenyo. Reports earlier in the week suggested Liverpool were contemplating a move for Semenyo, with claims that his representatives were scheduled to meet Manchester City on Monday. However, those suggestions have since been played down in some quarters, with conflicting information emerging over whether Liverpool's interest is concrete or merely exploratory. Steele adds an important caveat. While Liverpool may not be actively pushing for a deal at this stage, they are also not ruling themselves out entirely. Any genuine encouragement from the players' camp could yet shift the situation, particularly if Liverpool feel the market opens up opportunities later in the window. Taken together, the Konate contract situation and the Semenyo speculation underline a broader theme as Liverpool approach January, a club balancing caution with opportunity and once again facing key decisions that could shape both the short and long-term future. Whether Liverpool move decisively on a defender, clarify Konate's future, or quietly position themselves for a late attacking move, the opening weeks of the window promise to be anything but quiet. In other news, Curtis Jones asserted that one day he would like to become captain of Liverpool and try to emulate Steven Gerrard's longevity. Emulating Gerrard's career is an ambitious prospect, but then again, Jones has always been an ambitious youngster. Now 24 years old, he is in good form and showing Arne Slot why he should be a consistent starter at Liverpool. Asked on Sky Sports what he wants to achieve, Jones replied, "Well, I think that the biggest thing is that I still have to have the humble way about myself, and I don't want to say, I'm going to be captain or anything like that. But I want to be captain of the team. I want to stay here for all my life, like the man who I look up to, as everybody knows, is Gerrard." As a young player coming through the academy, Jones was coached by Gerrard at under 18 level, with the Liverpool legend since guiding him on several occasions. Jones continued, "If I could follow him, that would be great. I would never complain. I would always have a smile on my face, especially because of who he is in the city and stuff, but then how he's obviously seen in the footballing world. If you go and speak with legends who obviously played the game and ask who they wish that they played with or anything like that, they always seem to say him. And then players who have obviously played with him and how he was on the training pitch and all things like that, I want to be seen the same way." Referring to Gerrard's longevity at Anfield, where he played 710 games across 17 seasons, Jones added, "It seems like a lot of games, but I'm 24. I've still got a long way to obviously go. If I could be sat at the end of my time and I'm looking back, and it's 6, 7, 800 games, I wish it could be. But I just always think that I have to do everything right to stay fit and do all the right things, and at the end of my career, then I'll see." So far, Jones has made 202 appearances over the course of 7 years with the first team. He is already one of the most experienced figures in the squad, but he will need to avoid injury and kick on again if he is to even come close to reaching Gerrard's status at Liverpool. While many, including him, probably think that is unlikely based on ability alone, it doesn't mean he can't become a leader and Liverpool great. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.